Morning students, welcome back to the geometry class. In the previous two sessions, we have learned about axis, origin and quadrants. Also, we have learned how to find the coordinates of a point in a plane and on the axis. We have learned how to plot the graph of points with the given coordinates. In this session, we are going to complete practice set 7.1. In the previous session, we did two sums and now we are going to do the third sum. Draw the coordinate system on a plane and plot the following points. So here few points are given to us with their coordinates and you have to plot them on the graph. Okay. So first we will draw x-axis, y-axis and origin. This is known as Cartesian system. And we are going to write the scale on the right top corner. So don't forget to write. I told you on each graph you have to write the scale. Okay. Now what is the first point given here? L minus 2 and 4. So see the x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. So in which quadrant this point will lie? Yes, in second quadrant. Where is the second quadrant here? This. Okay. So first we will draw a perpendicular from minus 2 on the x-axis and then we will draw a perpendicular from the y-axis, and this point of intersection is the point L whose coordinates are minus 2 and 4. Now what is the next point? It is minus 3 and minus 4. So here we will draw a perpendicular from minus 3 on x-axis and then from minus 4 on the y-axis. The point of intersection, that point will be point N. Coordinates are minus 3 and minus 4. Similarly, you have to plot all the points on this graph paper. Okay. So third point will be 5 and 6. So here I have drawn perpendicular on the x-axis from point 5 and then on the y-axis from point 6. So point of intersection will be your point M whose coordinates are 5 and 6. Okay. Are you getting it? Yes. Now the next coordinate we have to show is point S with coordinates 7 and 0. Now that point will be on the x-axis because point S, the y coordinate is 0. So that point will lie on the x-axis. Now the last point we are going to show is point P whose coordinates are 2 and minus 3. Now the x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. So that point will lie in which quadrant? Yes, on the fourth quadrant. So let's start. First we will draw perpendicular to the x-axis and then perpendicular to the y-axis. The point of intersection, that point is the point P with coordinates 2 and minus 3. I hope you all are understanding this, how to plot the points of given coordinates. Now on the graph paper you have to plot these given points. So see the first point here, point A with coordinates 5 and 4. Now both the coordinates are positive, that means point A will lie in the first quadrant. So let's find out. Now the x coordinate is 5. So from 5 you will draw a perpendicular till 4 because y coordinate is 4. So the point of intersection will be this point and that point you will write here A, coordinates are 5 and 4. Now see the next point, point B. Coordinates are 2 and 4. Again both the coordinates are positive. So that point will lie in the first quadrant. So if you draw a perpendicular from point X through point 2 and from point 4 on the y-axis, then you will get this point of intersection and this point you will name as point B. with coordinates 2 and 4. Now let's see the third point, C with the coordinates minus 2 and 4. Now the x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. So this point will lie in the second quadrant. So let's draw a line from minus 2 till 4. So this point will be your point C. Okay. Write the coordinates also. Now point D, here also x coordinate is my negative and y coordinate is positive. So it will lie in the second quadrant. So let's find out minus 4 and plus 4. So that point will be here. Last point we have point E with the coordinates 0 and 4. Now the x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 4. Now we know that if your x coordinate is 0, then this point will lie on the y-axis. So on the y-axis at point 4, we have to write the point E with coordinates 0 and 4. Okay. So these are the 5 points we have plotted here. If you observe the coordinates of all these points, what you can say? Yes, you can say that the y coordinate of these points is constant, that is 4. Each point have y coordinate as 4. Yes. If I try to draw a line passing through all those points, then what I get here? Yes, I get a straight line passing through all these points. That means we can say that all these points which are given here are collinear points. And this line is parallel to the x-axis. So the y coordinate of each point on this line is 4, that is constant. So the equation for this line will be y is equal to 4. Now here we have drawn line parallel to x-axis passing through point 4 on the y-axis. Similarly, we can draw a parallel line to x-axis passing through point 2. So let's draw a line here. Then what will be the equation for this line? Correct. Equation will be y is equal to 2. Similarly, the downside of the x-axis also we can draw parallel line. So here if I draw a line passing through point minus 3, then what will be the equation of this line? Yes, y is equal to minus 3. So these are the equations of the lines which are parallel to x-axis. And in general way we can write this equation as y is equal to b, and this b can be greater than 0 or smaller than 0. So what you have to remember here is, if we draw a line y is equal to b parallel to the x-axis passing through the point 0, b, and if b is greater than 0, then the line will be above the x-axis, and if b is smaller than 0, then the line will be below the x-axis. The equation of a line parallel to the x-axis is in the form y is equal to b. Okay. Now let's see the equations of lines parallel to y-axis. For that we have these points. Let's plot these points on this graph. So point P, minus 4 and 0. Now the y coordinate is 0. So this point will be on the x-axis. So this will be your point P. Now next point is point Q. Minus 4 and minus 3. Both are negative coordinates. So that will be in the third quadrant. So here from minus 4 we have to draw a perpendicular, and then from minus 3. So you will get this point Q. Then point R will be in the second quadrant, and point S again will be in the second quadrant. So this way we have to plot these points. Now what we have to do? We have to draw a line passing through all these points. So what you get here? Yes, this line is parallel to the y-axis and all these points are collinear. That means they are on the same line. So what will be the equation for this line? Yes, x is equal to -4 because the x coordinate of these points are constant, that is -4. Each point is having x coordinate as -4. So every point on this line will have x coordinate as -4. The equation of this line is x is equal to -4. Okay. Similarly, if you draw a line passing through point 2 with the coordinate 2, then the equation for this line will be x is equal to 2. Okay. So the equation for the lines parallel to y-axis we can write in the form of x is equal to a. Now a can be smaller than 0 or a can be greater than 0. So remember this. What you have to remember? If we draw the line x is equal to a parallel to the y-axis passing through the points a, 0, and if a is greater than 0, then the line will be to the right of the y-axis, and if a is smaller than 0, then the line will be to the left of the y-axis. Okay. Therefore, the equation of a line parallel to the y-axis is in the form x is equal to a. So these equations you should know. The equation of the lines parallel to x-axis and the equation of a line parallel to y-axis. Okay. Now two more points you should remember. The y coordinate of every point on the x-axis is 0. Conversely, every point whose y coordinate is 0 is on the x-axis. Therefore, the equation of the x-axis is y is equal to 0 because the y coordinate of this point will be 0. And the x coordinate of every point on the y-axis is 0. Conversely, every point whose x coordinate is 0 is on the y-axis. Therefore, the equation of the y-axis is x is equal to 0. So, always remember the equation of y-axis is x is equal to 0 and equation of the x-axis is y is equal to 0. So with this we will end this session here. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in the next session, and in the next session we will solve practice set 7.2.